This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know.
Yeah, whoa, East Coast with that gang gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' head stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa.
East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, gang, gang.
Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack.
East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lover with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new height with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. Saw your main girl in the private section, yeah.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I'm gonna ram.
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on? Beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes. It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everesting K2, flexing on all you beaches. Welcome to the show today, fam. It is Thursday, October the 9th, and of course, we are rocking the ET Phone Gym. It is Halloween season, which means it's Swoloween season, actually. It is Pumptober, as well as Fuck Your Resolution season. So first off, make sure you drop in the comments, what are you wearing today? What merch are you wearing today? Not just what you're smashing today, but what merch are you wearing today? Swole fam knows that you got to watch the Daily Swole with your Swole merch. So what are you rocking right now? Drop that in the comments, and we're going to get in some awesome posts today. Stoked to have you all with us. Let's jump into today's first post. We got merch. Speaking of merch, over at papaswolio.com, we got this awesome post from Camaleona, with, I assume, your husband or your boyfriend. Happy anniversary to Butcher, spell with an 8 and a 3. Now you're ready to go to the fucking gym, and thanks to Papa Swolio for the amazing shirts. That's what I'm talking about. Rocking the Veal Puto Gimnasio and the Buzz Swole year. Go to the fucking gym and beyond. What a great shirt. I actually also just saw this flag. I have a bunch of flags, and I am putting them all back up because I've been working diligently, slow but sure, on the fucking gym. So I've been making some improvements. We've been talking about that on some of the round tables. So moving some machines around. They're heavy and it's on the ground. So moving around, hanging up some flags again. So it's awesome. It's a great flag. It's a great mug. It's a great shirt. Check it out. Love the To the Fucking Gym. Love the Buzz Swole year shirt. Love it. Thanks for sharing. And hopefully you make lots of gains wearing that shirt. Now, fam, you know what time it is. Rate my meal. It's time to rate my meal. Meaning I will rate your meal. Papa Swolio's going in. So let's see what we got here. Hopefully we got some good steak on the plate. Dave Olson showing us some bacon, some steak, and some scrambled eggs. Dave, absolutely based. Love it. What a great start. What a great start. Thank you, Dave. Excellent. Fantabulous. Looking good. Looking delicious. I had some this morning. What we got here? What is that? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Well, we have a nice cutting board. I think there's some chicken, steak, avocado, and then some green sticks. I don't know what that is, but pretty good. Pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Pretty good. Except I don't know what that's on. I don't know what that is though. I don't know what you're eating. Are those plant steaks? Are those the things that you put in the ground to hold plants together? In the garden? What are those things? What is that? What is that? Good stuff, Dave. Getting your protein in along with your grass. James Ringler, a nothing sandwich, doing a 72-hour fast. This is the first time I've ever seen this. First time we've ever seen someone take an empty picture. 72-hour fast. Well, good luck with that. I'm hungry for you. I'm hungry for you. Jeff Miller, 2 of these black bean and rice with bell peppers tacos.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Jeff, I'm going to assume your gender here and assume that you're a man. And if you're a man, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you need some fucking steak. I'm judging hard. Black bean and rice with bell peppers tacos. Stop. Just stop. Straight to jail. Stop.
First, take a big step back.
Stop, Jeff.
And literally fuck your own face!
Where's the food? Where's the food? Not what your food eats. Where's the food? Where's the meat? Don't call it a taco if there ain't no steak in it, bruh. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? It's like that famous commercial. Was that a Wendy's commercial? Where's the beef? Yeah, where's the fucking beef, Jeff? All right. We'll come back to Jeff. I feel like I get the beach ball. If you have a Mac, I just got like the beach ball of death. It just starts spinning. Processing. My name Jeff. All right, Lindsay Josh Hicks. We got chicken Malibu sandwich on homemade buns. Is that pineapple? You grilling pineapple? I've had grilled pineapple. It tastes good because pineapple tastes good. We got some chicken. All right, I'd approve that. Homemade buns. Are they sourdough buns? Cool. Homemade, look, it's great. Sourdough is great. I really like sourdough if it's made with quality ingredients. You make it with the right types of flour, freshly ground. Nothing wrong with that. Got some protein, some pineapple. All right. You know, it's what's the buns made out of? You know, you could just have the chicken and the pineapple. You don't need the buns, but it's all good. Depends on what they're made out of. So, all right. We'll keep an eye on Lindsay. You're on watch. You're on like we have to have like a rate my meal, kind of like a terrorist watch list. We got to watch a couple of these people. We'll keep an eye on Lindsay. She sounds like she's doing good, but we'll keep an eye on Lindsay. We'll keep an eye on Lindsay. We'll keep an eye on her. You know, who's watching Lindsay? Who's watching Lindsay? We'll get a couple. You know what we do? We'll assign like a Swole fam liaison to some of these people, right? We'll assign a member to be like, hey, why don't you go and keep an eye on this person? Just like if you have visitation rights, if you have a divorce and there's issues between the two parties, sometimes you have, someone watching has to go with you to be there with the kids. That's what we're doing. We're going to have a Swole fam member kind of come on over to your page. We're going to have a Swole fam member assigned to your social media account just to keep an eye on what you're eating, just to keep an eye on your stories on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Just keep an eye on you. Make sure that you're not going off the deep end there. Swole surveillance, Swole valence. I like that. All right. Richard Panicelli. Papa Swolio, this is breakfast. Egg white omelet with spinach, 1 piece of organic wheat bread with about 1 to 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter and a 1/4 cup of blueberries and raspberries, not shown, a whey protein shake. Okay. I feel like this is like mid-90s or early 2000s bodybuilding type stuff. I'll get a couple things. You're doing home cooked meal, home meals. Okay. I'd be careful of the bread. Peanut butter, I'm not a fan. And what about the egg yolks? I think we need to get off I thought the egg white stuff was dead at this point. I really thought this was dead. The egg yolk is the best part of the egg. You're better off, in my opinion, having an egg yolk omelet than an egg white omelet. Get the yolk in there. Don't remove the yolk. You need those healthy fats. You're better off getting rid of the peanut butter. You get a better source of carbs there. You're better off eating the whole egg and ditching the peanut butter. If you're trying to get fats in there, eat the egg yolk. Egg yolk is the best part. So we'll keep an eye on Richard. Let's get him yoked, literally. And Zach Gage Howell. I don't know if that's your real name, but I think the howl part is the sound that you're making on the toilet. Look at this pile. Look at this. Look at this guy.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
That's what you're eating. You got creatine. You're stacked up with, you got creatine. You got that processed peanut butter powder. Just tons of protein. Oh my God, this stuff looks disgusting. That looks disgusting. Fruity cereal, organic protein. Are you an influencer? Is this like something that you sell yourself, or do you get Amazon kickbacks? Hopefully holy fucking, obviously that's not the only thing you're eating. You wouldn't, probably wouldn't be alive if that's all you're eating. But this puts me on the toilet. Just looking at this just makes me poop myself. So Zach, hopefully there's some steak in your life. Come on, Zach. We're going to assign a Swole fan member to take care of you. Take care of that. We got your back. Hashtag Swole for life for a chance to win today's Swole card. You know the deal. Drop in the comments. Hashtag Swole for life for a chance to win today's Swole card. Is it all plant-based stuff? Is it plant-based? Does it say plant-based? It says protein powder. Is that what it says? 21 grams? Does that say plant? You're right. I don't know what kind of protein it is. It doesn't necessarily say it's whey, but fruity cereal protein powder. I don't care if it's whey protein. If it's fruity cereal, there's tons of aspartame and sucralose and all these artificial flavors. You shouldn't have a whey protein shake that tastes like Fruit Loops. That's gross. Because Fruit Loops taste like Fruit Loops because it's disgusting. So you don't want anything to mimic a disgusting flavor. Just saying that, Zach. Calling you out. Calling you out big time. Big time, Zach.
Babe, just an inch. Just an inch.
I think overall,
it's cold outside.
I think overall we're doing better with the steak. I'm seeing more steak. I'm seeing more steaks on the plate. So I think we're moving in the right direction. I think we're moving in the right direction. Ellie says, I recognize those brands and most of them are plant-based. Well, if they're plant-based, then that's
fucking bullshit.
That's gross. Plant-based is disgusting. Plant-based proteins are disgusting. There's soy and oat and all that crap. All right, let's get into Swole Fam Post. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. Fuck Your Resolution specials are live. Let's go. First one from Ben from the community section in the app. Join us and get access to the community. It's blowing up over there. Appreciate all the posts. Ben says, anyone in the fam ever add thermogenics in with their gym and nutrition routines? Did it help at all, or would I just be pissing money away? So I commented, I think a few people commented on this post. In my opinion, you're pissing money away. Thermogenics, like for fat burning stuff, you don't need it. You're better off with better sleep, vitamin D, proper supplementation, getting in proper nutrients, collagen, sunlight, cutting out blue light, more of those fundamental habits. Remember, always go back to your 7 pillars. If you're having issues with fat loss, it's going to go back to your 7 pillars. It's not going to be what to add. It's going to be what to take away and what to adjust. Go back to the basics, go back to the fundamentals. I wouldn't touch thermogenics at all. Any of those hydroxycut, all that crap. It's just nonsense. If anything, it'll fuck you up. You don't need it. You guys can drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't take them. I don't recommend them. So a fair question, but there's my answer. You could drop your thoughts in the comments below. Cerny, with possibly one of the greatest swole holes of all time. She writes, hey fam, just wanted to post an update on my wall. Almost full. I'm liking the way it looks. Can't wait to start the next wall. Love you guys. Hashtag wall gains. Let's zoom in and just relish this picture. Cerny does not wear her signature series shirts. She puts them in frames with those certified Swole cards. Look at all the Swole cards on the wall with the envelopes and the stickers. Got the bull cream shirt. This is fantastic. This is great. It looks so good. It looks so good. It's awesome. It looks better than my wall. My wall is like falling apart because Tainty Man. I have to finish the wall, and I'm probably going to because we're probably going to rearrange the office a little bit. And when he was a puppy, I mean, he's almost 4, but you see over here on the wall, he was wagging his tail all the time and standing up, and he just scraped off all the ones on the bottom. So I just kind of left it like there, and things are hanging off. So I got to fix it. But yeah, this is great. Look at this great But My Thyroid. We have the Swole AF. Look at that. Great shirts. I have the Swole Fam one. I have the yellow one right here. This is a great, oops, sorry, Pinks. This is a great design. What a great wall. 6.5 years worth. Hey, drop in the comments below how long you been a Swole Fam member. If you guys remember. Do you guys remember what episode you signed up with? How long have you been a member? That'd be great. I would love to have that in the app and I would love to get some profiles up in the app. I'm hoping that's going to be an update coming up that we'll be able to do where you can, a member since. That'd be cool. Member since XYZ. So this is the Swole Fam design. This was P3S14. Super dope. Awesome. This is like a museum. It belongs in a museum. Looking good, Cerny. Flexing on all you beaches. I love it. And speaking of Swole Fam, we got Mark rocking his brand new 1776 Natty tank. Mark says, not 1% Natty, not even 100% Natty. I'm 1776% Natty. Hit the America button, please, and thank you. I shall. I shall. Fuck yeah! Mm-hmm. Excellent. I love it. We got people commenting. Ellie signed up 2022 in April, listening since late 2021. Jen been here since 2019. Loretta, 5.5 years. February of 2020. Pam's been here for about a year. Looking good. Mark says, pardon the dirty ass mirror. Yeah, but this is what? This is the gym, so gym mirrors are going to be wild. People splashing water in their face, not giving a shit. Looking good, dude. Like the hair. Looking good. Looking good. Lean and mean. Lean and mean. All right. Question time. Let's keep on crushing. Let's keep on moving. Was it Thursday? So on Monday, we had new merch. A reminder, before we get into some questions, you can drop in the comments, #AskPapaSwolio. We got brand new merch. So today I'm rocking the ET Phone Gym. Yesterday or often. Another good theme shirt is the Swole Ferratu, but we dropped this on Monday. Pennywise shirt. I think there's a new show coming out. A lot of you love this Halloween stuff. We all lift down here. So it's the Papa Swolio Pennywise. We all lift down here with the red balloon. Awesome new design. Check it out, papaswolio.com. This is a fire one for this time of year. So wear that to the gym. I guarantee you'll turn heads and people will be like, where'd you get that? I love that shirt. Probably awesome for a flag too. Looks good on a mug. We all lift down here. Now available over at papaswolio.com. Shameless plug. Go check it out. And also another reminder inside the app, if you haven't checked it out, Morning Flow number 10 with Alex Express class is now available. So give that a good look-see. Try it out if you like that one. There's 9 other ones that you can enjoy. So check out Morning Flow number 10. We have so many classes.
Wow.
So many classes. So many. They're everywhere. They just populate themselves. All right, question time. Let's get into the first one. We'll take one from Instagram. And we actually we have we got a couple calls today, actually. So let's see what we got here. Do I have? I don't think I have this. Do I have the? I don't think I have the thumbnail for. Do I have the thumbnail for the calls? I don't think I have. I can't find it. We had an issue with the folders the other day, so I think I have to dig those back up. But we got a couple of calls. So actually, let's jump into the first call. If you want to record, if you want to call into the show, go to askpapaswolio.com. Go to askpapaswolio.com. Let's take this first one from Jennifer. Let's take a call from Jennifer, and we'll get into some live questions and stuff.
Hello from Tenerife. I want to ask you one question. If you stopped going to the gym since 1 month and you want to go back to the gym, but you're still feeling like a bit down, a bit sad, personal stuff like that, and lost energy, which are the steps you will do to go back to the gym? To find the energy, to find the way to go back and enjoy it again.
Well, it sounds like you're a female, which means you have nips, which means you have tits. So you slap yourself across the tits and you go back to the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Slap yourself, just slap them around a little bit and then go. So if you're dealing with personal stuff, listen, this is why the 7 pillars are the anchor. It's your North Star. You keep going, even if you're feeling a little bit draggy. That's your rock. You don't stop going to the gym. And it's important to have these executables, things you can control. It's okay. You're going to have personal stuff. You're going to have things. You're going to feel like it. You're going to feel dragging. You're going to feel inspired. You're feeling in a good mood. You're going to have energy. Then you're not going to have energy. First, you want to look at your nutrition, supplementation, your sunlight, go for a walk, meditate, sauna, whatever you have to do. But you just have to have a schedule and go, and it'll keep you anchored. You're not always going to feel like it, but it doesn't mean that you can't do things like improving your nutrition and your sleep. But going for a walk, just literally going for a walk outside, no matter the weather, unless it's like a torrential, like hurricane or a snowstorm, but go out, go for a walk, get some good sleep, eat good food. You might need something like vitamin D and K2, depending on your latitude. You might just have a vitamin D deficiency, magnesium. You need to make sure you're getting in proper nutrition, hydration, but you need to do it. You need to do it. It's been a month. So you're asking me, how do you get to the gym, essentially? And I'm saying, well, you could use Google Maps, you could use Waze, and just go to the gym. You could walk, take a bus, ride a bike, take out your old rollerblades, scooter, drive, just go and don't stop. You know, if you don't stop, you don't have to keep starting again. So, and I'm not saying this to be insensitive, but there's really no trick to it. There's no trick to it. There's no magic like, how do I get back into it and feel excited about it? It has nothing to do with it. You don't have to be excited. There's nothing to be excited for. You're going to do work. You're going to invest. You're going to get that 1% or 0.1% better. So go outside in the sun. A lot of places don't have a lot of sun right now. It's 40, 50 degrees. It's getting cooler up north. Down here in Florida, it's 85. It's hot as shit. That's why I love living down here, because there's sun all year round. Even in the winter, you still get a lot of great sun, but just execute. Do it. Do it. You're spending all this time belaboring it and thinking about it and overthinking. You just have to do the thing. Do the thing. And then you're leading into procrastination. So a great thing to tell yourself is just do it now. Do it. Do it. It's not magic. It's not magic. I don't have anything extra special to tell you aside get back, and you'll feel good about doing it. You'll feel good about doing it. So you probably need a program so you can execute. You could join us inside the Swole Fam, because when you have a program, you just go and do the thing. If you don't know what to do and you're thinking about I have to go to the gym and then figure it out and blah, 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 you're just making a mountain out of a molehill. It's not a big deal. Just go get it done. Start off with going for a walk. Start being more physical, and don't wait to feel like it, because you're not gonna. It's your choice to be happy, and it'll help you work through some stuff. You have to anchor yourself and focus on what you can control. Okay. So let's see here. Candyman, Papa Soy, what's your favorite outdoor activity, like fishing, hunting, sports? Gardening. I'm planting, I wouldn't say every single day, but I try to plant something almost every day. So I do a lot of hedging. Butterfly garden, tons of stuff. So I'm out in the yard all the time. And training. I do it all outside. So I'm outside in the garden, butterflies, planting, weeding, all that stuff. Love it. All right. Let's see what we got here. Leo Rallin. Papa Swole, what do you use to keep your beard clean like that? Oh, funny that you should ask. I use Mane Gains. Oh, look at that.
Hi, puppy.
Check it out, papaswolio.com. So I put this in my beard, and I put it in my beard every day, actually like twice a day. So you can use a brush. You can get a boar bristle brush and stuff like that. I just usually take a little Mane Gains and I rub it through my beard and the ends of my hair, and it keeps it nice and smooth and soft. So yeah, shameless plug time. You're asking, so I'm telling you. And now finally I can be like, well, here's literally what I use. So this is actually the formulation, and we decided to move ahead and put this into a product where you guys can purchase literally. And I've been telling you guys for a while, I make my own beard oil and hair oil, and this is what we've standardized and perfected. And now it's available to all of you. It smells great, and it's great for your beard and for your hair. It's for men and women. So check out Main Gains over at papaswolio.com. Check it all out. It's what I use. And of course, it also starts with proper nutrition. You need a good base too. You can't just eat like crap and think your hair is going to be good. So collagen and all these other things. Charbel Goodleaf. Papa Swolio, can I chug a glass of egg yolks to max my text? I'm assuming you're trying to say test, like testosterone. I've drank a lot of raw eggs in my life. I don't know if chugging a glass of just straight egg yolks will boost your test, but cholesterol is not the enemy. So make sure if you're eating eggs, that's why I say eat the whole egg. Eat the whole egg. You need cholesterol for proper hormone balance. So don't be hiding and shying away from cholesterol. High cholesterol is not bad. Eating foods with cholesterol, having higher cholesterol is not bad. There's different types of cholesterol. You also need to look at it in the context of everything and all your health markers. So you can chug raw eggs. I've never had a problem, but make sure they're pasture raised. You clean them and it's from a good source. I wouldn't eat like low quality $2 for a dozen white eggs from Walmart. I wouldn't recommend that. To max my text. I think it's test. I don't think it's text. Bonita Mami 03.
Hi, papi.
Or Bonita Mami 3. Papa Swolio, I'm embarrassed to go gym. Nobody will come with me to gym or exercise at home. I don't know what to do. Again, this is a common question. Let's talk about this. You are overthinking it. People are not thinking about you in the gym. They're thinking about themselves or their bills or their own relationship issues. They're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you. It doesn't matter if you're obese in the gym or skinny in the gym. You're all there for the same reason. Now, it doesn't mean you might not run into assholes or someone might not be rude now and again. People are people. So I don't know what the reason exactly is that you're embarrassed, just throwing some stuff out there. But you don't need anyone to go with you. You need to go yourself. And if you don't know what to do, that's why having a program is important. So if you need a program, join us. Download the app. You could do the 90-day dash. You could do Max Swole. You could do Swole Season. You could do Scorched Earth, Swole Mastery. You could do some of these things at home. Swole Mastery is a equipment-free program. So no need to be embarrassed. That's a personal hurdle you have to go over, but people are focusing on themselves. No one's thinking about you. If anything, they're thinking in their head, good, you're getting after it. So you can train at home. I train at home, but I have a gym at home. So it's different. Well, Papa Swole, you train at home. Yeah, I train at home. And one of the reasons why I started training at home was initially when the gym shut down in Florida for 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, I don't know if this is going to open back up. I want to make sure I'm staying with my training. So I got stuff at home and I got really into kettlebells and training at home. And plus it was great for creating programs and content for X. And then I just enjoyed being at home and doing what I was doing. And then when we moved, we got the house, I just started building up an entire commercial gym. So I have a gym at home. And I'm saying that because you could build out a home gym and train at home. It's really wherever you train. You can have a leg press at home. You can have a hack squat at home. You can have a bench press at home. You can have a pull-up bar at home. It doesn't matter where you're doing it, as long as you're doing it. The gym is just a place that you go and you pay for, and it gives you access to hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars worth of equipment for a low monthly rate, or you buy stuff used or new or whatever, and you build out your own space so you could train at home. What really matters is you accessing the tools that you need to progressively overload, to challenge yourself, to build the adaptations that you want. So drop in the comments. Literally, these two questions, the call and from Bonita Mommy, these are just you're in your own way. So you got to get out of your own way. And it's not really the same concept, but The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield is a great book about removing roadblocks in your way for creativity, but it can apply very much so to training also. Atomic Habits is great too, to build those habits. So a couple good books there, but you got to get out of your own head. Cerny says you need no one to hold your hand. You could do it all by yourself. Quit sweating it or you'll never go. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And we've talked a lot about, I've rarely had a training partner. I like training alone. And I really think that people should build up that ability to train by themselves, because then you don't depend on anyone. And then if you are training with anyone, it's either a bonus or you're doing it rarely, or maybe you connect with someone fine, but you've already built that ability to train by yourself, so you're not dependent on them. If you start going to the gym and you always have someone there, you're like, oh my God, I'm by myself. And then you're almost like starting from scratch. You need to do this for you. And then if anything else, it either adds to your training or not. But you got to do it yourself. I love training alone. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ryan, the author. Papa Swole, apple juice or banana and strawberry juice? Fuck, apple juice. Banana and strawberry juice sounds gross. That sounds like sludge. Is banana juice a thing? It's like sludge. It's like mush. Can you have banana juice? Yeah. You're not getting much water out of banana. Anyway, apple juice. I actually mix apple juice in with my drink with like lemon and lime and stuff for my workout drink. We like apple juice, especially it's less acidic. We love orange juice too, but it's very acidic and I don't like it in my workout stuff. But apple juice for sure. Yeah. Strawberry juice. All right. I don't know what the heck this name is. Parathyritis paradosis. Is that a disease? Papa Swole, I prefer running marathons more than going to the gym. Thoughts on that? I think you're going to look like you prefer running marathons more than going to the gym. That's what I think. And I'm going to hit Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Not because running marathons are Matt Damon, but do you want to look like... I never look at a marathon runner and think, I want to look like that person. I want to look like a marathon runner. In my opinion, says no one ever. All right. Let me see. Marathon runner build. Oh, it's going to come out. Let's see what a marathon runner looks like. You want to look like that, dude? You want to look like that? That dude, this guy's, I think he's probably like one of the top like marathoners in the world. But you're going to look like this dude. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that. All right? I don't want to look like that guy. Let's take a picture of a lot of people that are running. You want to look like these people? Just saying. I'm not saying that you want to look like these people. I'm not making fun of them, but they don't have any muscle mass. Look, it's all skinny fat. You know, they all look like they run. Just saying. They all look like they run. So you're just telling me that you're skinny. That's what you're saying. Let's see. Sprinters. I just typed in marathon. Now we're going to look at sprinters. Okay. Let's see here. Now, this is a picture of sprinters. They're also, you don't want to carry too much muscle mass, but they have a lot more muscle. You can see these guys are like, look at that. You see deltoids, you see quads and glutes, and this is Usain Bolt. This is a throwback picture. But these guys have a lot more muscle mass, right? Look at their legs. They look like fucking horses. So obviously, if you're a sprinter, you have to move fast. You have to move fast. So you're going to have more type 2 fiber action. You're going to have more muscle mass. But obviously, if you're too jacked, it's going to be harder to move that mass. So, you know, what's your goal? So if you prefer running marathons, that's fine, but you should still lift weights. You need bone density, you need muscle mass. So I feel like that's the kind of thing that will bite you in the ass in the future. And it's very exhaustive. It's very exhaustive. You get a lot of repetitive movement injuries and knee problems and all sorts of stuff, especially if you're running heel to toe with Nike moon shoes and foot coffins. Jonah Kunzelman. Papa Swole, should I stop smoking and stop eating McDonald's because I low-key don't want to? Okay, so keep on being fat, I suppose. You know?
That's a huge bitch. Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
Should I stop smoking and eating McDonald's because I low-key don't want to? That's not low-key, dude. You're telling me you don't want to. So you're telling me high-key that you're a fat, lazy fuck. Well, it's called freedom. You don't have to stop, but you're going to suffer the consequences as a result. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that. Let's take another call. This one's from Jorge, but we can call him Jorge. Jorge, you're on the Daily Swole.
What do you think about rest days and how they're essential to the body? And what do you think about nopalina or flaxseed? Please let me know. You know, I'd like to know because I'm currently like barely taking any rest days from my workouts. I do about 5-mile runs every day, just normal push-ups, normal crunches, leg raises, flutter kicks, and yeah, trying to shred and lose body fat.
I'm just kidding. I didn't hear what you said. You say Thumbelina? Or I don't know what you were eating or what you're asking about. Let's just do the recovery. So it sounds like you're not lifting weights. So you probably could do what you're doing every day. Recovery is very important, but it depends on the intensity and everything else. So it doesn't sound like you're lifting weights. So you could do body weight. You could do push-ups and pull-ups every day. The reason why you can is because you're not progressively overloading. You're not really taxing your system a lot. And you're just doing the same thing over and over again. So you're not making progress. That's really, you'll stop making progress pretty quickly with just body weight exercises. It's harder to progressively overload unless you're adding resistance with your pull-ups and your push-ups and things like that. So it sounds like you need to lift more weights, eat more food, build muscle. Highly recommend that. It sounds like you're doing a lot of running and you need to add weights to your programming. Okay. Semolina and flaxseed. Oh, did you say flaxseed? Yeah, I don't eat any of that stuff. So not a fan. I don't recommend it. But thank you for the call. Thanks for the call, Jorge. Hopefully that helps. Sounds like you need to lift weights, my guy. Really does. Sounds like you need to lift some weights. So you could do flutter kicks and you could do pull-ups and push-ups and stuff. So you're not really taxing yourself. And again, remember, progressive overload, building muscle is the stimulus. So you're only getting a stimulus if you are challenging your body with something that it's never done. That's why progressive overload is 3 things. It is doing more reps with the same weight, doing more weight for the same reps, or both. Maybe you go up a rep and you added 5 pounds. Or maybe you got 6 reps and you added 5 pounds. Or maybe you did the same weight and you added another rep. That's progressive overload. And remember, that's progressive overload if you have kept everything the same. This is why I always say over and over again, do not switch up your exercises all the time. You can switch up exercises in larger blocks after a couple months. You want to keep the same things for a month or 2. If you're changing exercises all the time, you might see, wow, great strength increases because I haven't done lat pull downs in 5 months. Or in a couple of weeks. So I do that and my strength went up right away. You're not building muscle right away with a new exercise. That's why your strength goes up quickly if you haven't done an exercise in a while, and you might get sore and you might see the strength go up. You're not building muscle. Those are neurological adaptations. It's coordination. It's neuromuscular coordination. So if you haven't worked out or you're doing a new exercise and you got 100 pounds for 6 reps, the next time you got 9 reps and you did 120 for 6, like, wow, I'm making a lot of progress right away. That's not muscle building. That's coordination because you're getting used to a new exercise. You got to stick to things for several weeks or a couple months at least. You don't need variation. You need constant hammering over and over again. And then if you get bored with an exercise over time, or maybe you kind of hit a wall after you kind of max that out, then you can swap in a new exercise. But you want things to be very consistent and very regular in order to progressively overload. Otherwise, you're not. You're just creating a novel stimulus all the time. You might get sore and you might see strength improvements, but then you're not actually building as much muscle as you think, if at all. And that's why doing random stuff all the time or changing your programming all the time is not a good idea. You stick to it long term and then you grow over time. All right. Any other questions? You could drop live if I've missed it. But let's move on. Let's get into some balls deep. What we got?
That's deep.
All right. We'll do the shorter one first. This is called Doctors Are Fat Phobic, meaning she went to the doctor and they said, whoa, you're huge. You shouldn't be this much human. You should probably exercise and stop eating cake. Oh, he's fat phobic. Incorrect. You just heard something you don't want to hear, and they called you out for being a whale. All right, let's see what we got here.
What's in the box?
Drum roll.
Gaslighting that fat people face is sadly still very real and alive. I recently went to the doctor in regards to having an infection and talking about managing my type 2 diabetes.
Pause. These videos make fun of themselves. I don't even have to say anything. So I went to the doctor to manage an infection and deal with my type 2 diabetes. So right off the bat, I'm very unhealthy. I have type 2 diabetes. My body can't function because I've trashed it. So the doctor's what? Going to tell you that you need to improve your health? And you're like, it's fat phobic. You're sick. Your body is already dying. Let's see. We got, let's, hold on.
Doctor just automatically assumed my type 2 diabetes. The doctor just automatically assumed that I do not take care of myself. Going on about how I need to be on a proper diet.
Okay.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the doctor telling you need to be on a proper diet. You have diabetes, you twat.
Going on about how I need to be on a proper diet. And then I said to him, how do you know I'm not on a proper diet?
Because you're sitting in your car severely overweight telling the world you have type 2 diabetes.
Oh, it's a stitch? Oh, it's a stitch. Oh, so this guy's going to set the record straight? Oh, good. I thought it was going to be a whole video. Oh, great. All right, let's rewind it a little bit. Okay. All right, this is good. Okay, good.
Just automatically assumed that I do not take care of myself.
I didn't think it was going to go that way.
Going on about how I need to be on a proper diet. And then I said to him, how do you know I'm not on a proper diet?
Because you're sitting in your car severely overweight telling the world you have type 2 diabetes. Doctors aren't fat phobic. They're doing their job. If you walk in with infections, diabetes, high blood pressure, and joint pain, 9 times out of 10, your weight is going to be the root cause. This is not some sort of discrimination. This is common sense. You say you're giving it your all, but the reason it hit a nerve and it stings so much is because deep down, you know you're not giving it your all. And the truth always hurts when it exposes excuses. So no, this is not fat phobia. It's accountability. And until you realize that, you're going to keep blaming doctors instead of fixing the real problem here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is, but yeah, we've been doing this for welcome to the internet, bro. We've been doing this for 10 years here on the Mancast. Yeah, these people are fucking insane. So it's not fat phobia, it's common sense. So thank you. I didn't have to say it myself. Excellent. Love it. Good stuff. All right, we got another one. This one's called Ice Agents.
What's in the box?
Oh boy, it gets better.
It is your constitutional responsibility to start popping ICE agents in your local community, right?
So we're calling for murder. How are these people not in prison? Yeah, popping ICE agents. Imagine fighting for criminals. Democrats are so fucking retarded. They're fighting for criminals. Yeah, just start killing federal officers. Great idea. Idiots. Absolute. Yeah, these are all domestic terrorists. Round these people up. You can't be calling for murder. Fucking insane. Get the criminals out of our country. All of them. All of them. All of them. You're not legal? Get out. Done. It's not complicated.
It is your constitutional responsibility to start popping ICE agents in your...
It's not your constitutional responsibility at all. She's never read the Constitution. She's never read the Constitution. She has no idea. These people have no idea what the Second Amendment is for. They have no fucking idea. They're that retarded.
Local community, right? Wait, hold on. We made the Second Amendment because British forces used to patrol the streets of the colonies. And we were like, you guys are mean to us. You're directly exploiting us through your government and you're oppressing us and like just overall being really mean. We deserve the right to fight back against you. We should all keep guns so that we can make these people go away.
Yeah, these people also don't know where food comes from. So they don't understand the importance of firearms for hunting and for livelihood. Just in general, too. Not only to protect yourself against a tyrannical government because it's your human right. Okay.
And are you going to tell me now that that was the wrong answer? That's not what they should have done? Okay, then keep that logic as I talk about today. We have an
nice nails. God, what an idiot.
Authoritarian figurehead who's sending an armed group into the streets to actively disregard people's rights and take people away. And also
criminals. These people do not belong in our country. They snuck in and they're illegally here. They broke the law. They are criminals. They are criminals. They are committing crimes. Oh, but it's a father and they're working. They are here. They broke the law. And then a lot of them broke many laws. They broke the law by entering the country illegally, and then they committed other felonies. I don't even have to argue it. It's just, I'm like, why do I have to sit here and talk about a fucking, retarded opinion? She's brain dead.
Like strike fear into the hearts of people and break up protests and like, I would call them an instrument of tyranny.
Break up protests. If you are that stupid to be illegally in this country and then go out and protest, Do you understand how unwelcome you are here? Not this idiot. I mean, she's not welcome either, but she might be a citizen, so she could say what she wants. Imagine how stupid you have to be to have broken the law, snuck into a country, and then to protest against the country. Yeah, double get the fuck out. If you're on a visa, your guest pass. A visa is a guest pass. A visa does not give you the right just to stay here. If you are on a visa, you're a student or whatever, and you're protesting, bye. We don't want you in our country. Maybe when you came in, you lied and you were obtuse about it, or you got radicalized. Cool. You're not welcome here anymore. A visa is a guest pass. It's like having someone enter your house and you have a guest in your house. After a while, you know, you have someone over for dinner. You have a family over for dinner. Guess what? After dinner, you guys know the feeling. It's like everyone's talking. You're like, all right, it's time to wrap this up. Let's go. Time to leave. It's time to go to sleep. Like, time to leave our house. I'm like, nah, we're just going to stay. Same thing.
Just like British forces were back to the colonies. And you would too, right? Like, all of that on paper is very true. So the next logical step is that according to the Second Amendment, it's your responsibility to use guns because
God, she's so dumb. No, that's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. It's not a tyrannical government. It's the government doing what the people mandated. You do realize we elected Trump, the overwhelming majority. It was a landslide victory for Trump. Landslide victory. The election was over. Like, everything was tallied. It was like half an hour. You guys remember? It was like 9 o'clock. And it's like, yeah, Trump won. You guys remember? Yeah, it was over. It was over. A landslide victory. Landslide victory. Overwhelming. Every single area. Not one area went more blue. Remember the arrows? Remember you saw the arrows on the map? You guys remember that image, right? See if I can pull that up. USA map of let's see, 2024 election turning red. I don't know if I can pull it up properly. Red shift. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is it. Do I have an image here? Hold on a second. Great article, Newsweek. Let's see here. Let's see. The red arrows. Oh, look at this. Okay. Okay. So this is all right. Okay. This is. We'll play the rest of the video and then I'll show you this map.
that's what the Second Amendment is about, to fight against the instrument of tyranny. And it sounds.
This is not a tyrannical government. A government that is doing what the people elected it to do is not a tyrannical government. Okay. The majority of the population voted for this. Yes, do it. This is why it's getting done, because everyone voted for this. This is literally what Trump ran on, getting criminals out of our country.
Sounds kind of gruesome because, I don't know, gun deaths are never the answer. But also, they've been killing us with things that aren't guns for a.
What?
Gun deaths are never the answer. But also, they've been killing us with things that aren't guns for a very long time.
Chemtrails?
Anyway, it's a shame that the right that has worked so hard to protect this right so that one day they can maybe use it is like completely missing their entrance. Here they are. Instrument of Tyranny 2025. Go get them.
I don't think you don't need to have a triple digit IQ to understand that the left wants to take away your guns so they can have guns and you can't. The only reason people try to take away guns is to have control over you. That's why having guns is so important. So yes, gun rights. And guess what? Gun rights and constitutional carry and open carry has been dramatically increasing across the country. So we're actually going more towards guns, which is fantastic. It really is fantastic. I'm not saying, look, you don't want to murder people, but you want to defend yourself. That's what it's for. Okay? If someone comes onto my property and threatens me or my family, they are going to get lead poisoning, and rightfully so. This is why I live, and this is why you should move to a place that supports gun rights. If someone kicks open my fucking door, they are going to get a face full of bullets. Don't aim for the face, center mass. All right? They're going to they're going to have to need like a dump truck to remove them because their body is going to be so heavy. That's what it's for. It's for protecting yourself. because bad people have guns. It's also against a tyrannical government. It's not a tyrannical government. Okay. It's not a tyrannical government. It's just not. It's just not. Let's bring up this map. So here's what I was talking about. Let me see if I can. So, okay. I'm going to bring this up wide on the screen. Okay. So there's a couple blue dots. So there's a few in there. So this is the shift. Okay. The red arrows shows that this area turned more red. Okay. Any blue arrow shows that that area turned a little bit more blue. So this is from 2020. This is 2020 to 2024. You tell me if this was a narrow margin of victory. You tell me. There's like 7 blue dots on there. Everything is red. It all went more red. You could barely see the blue for a reason. This is a mandate from the people. The people voted for Trump. We want what Trump has to offer. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying everything he says is good. I'm not saying everything he does is good. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's like way too much. Look, there's a lot of news. Okay. I can't even keep up with all of it. This is why I keep my head down. I focus on certain things. There's just a lot of like all the nuances, all the stories. You got to unplug from it. You have to know what's going on. Take care of yourself and your family. It's important to know what's going on, but you can't obsess about every fucking story. But overwhelmingly, we've had enough of the bullshit. So keep yapping. Just keep yapping. A huge swing. Huge. Look at that fucking huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
Great Scott!
Look at that map. It's huge. Look at that trend line. It's huge. Bigly huge. The best map I've ever seen, quite frankly. Imagine if Kamala won. Holy shit. Oh my God, that would have been a disaster. All right, we got a Swole card. Hashtag Swole for life. Drop that in the comments down below. Let's do the Swole card, and then we'll do a throwback. Hashtag Swole for life. Let's give it away. Give it away. Give it away, y'all. Let's go. Who's gonna win a fucking Swole card? Who's gonna win the fucking Swole card? We got a Swole card to give away. Read AB 25. All right. Reedy McReederson. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3444. 3,444 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you this Swole card. Congratulations, Reed. Stoked that you will receive this. And Cerny is bummed because now she doesn't have another card for her wall. I know. She's like, I want to start that next wall. Give me the card. Congratulations, Reed. Congratulations. Okay, so let him know that he won today's Swole card. Let's do our throwback. He left for an interview. Well, you guys got to tell him. You guys got to tell him. Tell him what's up. Tell him what's up.
There's so much research and studies that show when you dye your hair, it's really unhealthy for your hair.
Probably.
Does not affect me personally, literally at all.
So shut the fuck up.
But I just care so much about health.
No, you don't.
And like the health of their hair that I just want them to know. And I just feel like if we don't all publicly shame them.
Okay, just to give you the context, she's making fun of people like myself, I guess, that it says on the screen, it says, what every person spewing fat phobia in the name of health sounds like. So again, she's using this false equivalency because what I say is hurtful because you have pussy feelings. So if I tell you that being fat is unhealthy, that's because I'm fat phobic, not because I'm using logic and common sense. Obviously, I'm correct. Being fat is not healthy. Your habits suck, but her feelings are sensitive because she was kept in a bubble her whole life and told to not go outside because the sun causes cancer.
I want this person who I literally have zero connection to have like a long and healthy lifespan of hair. So I just feel like they should know.
You know what's funny is that it really is bad for your hair. Everyone knows that. Ladies, you guys know that, right? You dye your hair. A lot of times it can destroy your hair depending on like what you do with the dye. If you bleach, you can destroy your hair. You could burn your fucking hair off. You can destroy your shit. And of course, The libs are not going to like this one, but I'm seeing in the news that it says Hamas declares the war in Gaza over. Terrorist chief confirms ceasefire after Trump's historic peace deal. I wonder how they're going to spin this, right? I wonder how that's going to get spinned. Because Trump is so evil. Trump is the worst. You know, gotta fix the hot fucking mess that Biden left. So anyway, we'll see how that turns out. We'll see how long that lasts, but sounds like Daddy Trump is getting shit done, and people are going to cry, because he's a warmonger. He's a fascist dictator, but negotiating peace treaties like he did his first term. Oh no. Oh no, no more war. Oh, the shame. The military industrial complex and the lefties are going to really hate that. They're really going to hate that. Democrats hate no war. They want more war. More war. I'm a Democrat. More war. Anyway, there you have it. Reed, congratulations. Let him know you won today's Swole card. Fam, we hope it lasts. Probably won't, but we hope it will. Bumblehut says, now who's going to get that military industrial complex money? Facts. Anyway, fam, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Make sure you join us over at swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. Check out the merch. Check out the ET Phone Gym. And we will see you tomorrow for another amazing episode. Go to the fucking gym. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the show with your friends. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast and Spotify. You know the deal. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah. Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping.